It's been 4 days since I looked at this piece. I didn't realize that I had forgotten about this, and I was going to go on to a different video or a different piece of stone. But I remembered to review the last videos, and I saw that I had not finished this one, and it's pretty much thinned out as much as I want. Pretty much as much, but I would like to get rid of that on video just so people that cannot stand step fractures or lumps can see what I do. Yeah, 4 days is a long time. Yeah, I've been thinking about what I'm going to do for videos. That's where my main focus has always been, and I tend to get sidetracked, but I need to bring it back in line to do mostly videos. Just concentrate on the videos. Yeah. That's where I need to step up my game, because the flint knapping, I'm going to continue to try to expand the different types of flint knapping that I do, but I am not going to focus on it because it's physically not sustainable, but I can do videos. Oh yeah, I can do lots of videos. I got some boxes of rocks in the mail. Everybody's being very generous. I've got some free stuff. It's coming up. It's coming up on video. And I'm going back to Texas next month for a week or two. I might be able to pick up some stuff on the way over there or on the way back. I'm just going for my mom's birthday. And that's it. I probably should stay because the winter is not going to be fun here in Vermont. It was not fun last year, but I got to learn to deal with it. Figure out different ways to stay warm. Some of you guys are very experienced at that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I may go back to Texas in December if it gets too bad. If it gets really bad here, and wimp out. Yeah. I say no. I tried napping in winter time. It's just not that great. Not that fun. Not that productive. That's the important thing. Is it productive? Can I actually make a lot of stuff? If I cannot, it's not worth it. So what am I making here? In case you missed the first part of this, I'm going to make a knife blade, modern looking. So it looks asymmetrical, and that's on purpose. It's not supposed to be symmetrical. Asymmetrical means not symmetrical. I'm going to take my time with it because I've forgotten if this stone is delicate or not. I can't be really aggressive with it because I cannot remember if this was delicate. And I don't want to find out in the middle of napping this, so I'm going to try to be very careful with it. Yeah, a little bit too careful there. Didn't remove anything. See, I got to thin down the stem a little bit where it's going to be hafted. Although it doesn't matter too much, but it is easier when it's wedge shaped than if it's a kind of lumpy. It's easier when it's wedge shaped to create a haft or to cut the notch for the blade. That didn't go very far, I don't think. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to eyeball it right now. As far as the width of the tang goes, as far as the width of the tang, I'll just make it wider than I normally would. I gotta send in some flakes from this basal edge into the center here, but I can take more off to get closer because I still need some tang, right? I need to go in at least a ½ inch. I mean, I don't have to, but it'd be nice. Yeah. Go a little further and then I'll be able to run flakes into that area easier. I won't have to hit it as hard or plan as carefully as I would if I had to run really long flakes. If you run really long flakes, everything has to be perfect. The platform, the surface, ouch, the strike. See, I can't have any of those little bites taken out of this part of the edge. Why am I jumping around? I'm jumping around because I'm opportunistic. And if I see something that's bugging me at the time, I'll just hit it and see if I can get rid of it. I need the ends to be thin, you know. That's one of the secrets of not snapping an end off, is making sure it's not too fat and heavy. Because if it's too fat and heavy, it'll snap off easier. When you start hitting the back part, the top part will snap off. If it's fat and heavy. Okay. Ouch, that didn't work. That didn't work. I don't know what happened there. Normally that works. Abrade the edge, create a thick, nice edge, good platforms, and strike carefully. But it's not working. There's some weirdness. Why isn't it focusing? Come on. Weirdness going on with that. I don't know. It's not good. Anyway, I just go with the flow as far as the blade shape goes on the back side. Sometimes it's straight, sometimes it drops down, sometimes it's curved. I go with the flow on that, depending on what the rock does. I rarely, these days, worry too much about making everything to spec. Gotta be exactly right, because I'm burnt out on it. I'm burnt out on making things to spec. I will still do it on video. You know, I'll still make duplicates of points and stuff like that. Maybe make some sets. You know, 3-point sets. Make the first one and then the next two are duplicates of the first one. I can do those on video, but that's it. I'm not going to do them on the side anymore. I've got some to finish up, but that's it. After I finish them up, like I said before, after I finish up all my back orders, that's it. No more. No new orders. Everything's going to be auction related or video related. That's it. That way I can manage my time more wisely instead of having to set aside extra time, extra material for the side projects. It's always been that way. That's always been the case. You have to set aside extra material, extra time, and extra frustration tolerance for the side projects, because those are to spec. People don't say, just send me whatever extra you got this week and charge me whatever. No, you know, they want something certain. They want something in particular, which is fine. I'm just not going to do it that way anymore. I got a lot of stuff I need to otherwise. I need to catch up on a lot of stuff. Improve my game as far as the videos go, and I've got other projects I want to do. Call it a bucket list or whatever, but I suppose that's what it is. Yeah. I want to learn certain skills first, or start putting that as my first priority, is learning new flint knapping skills and stone tool skills, the woodworking and stuff. All right. So this is just indirect percussion, mainly with steel on, I think this is Paternalis chert, which is high grade chert. Making a modern knife blade because it was a little bit asymmetrical to start with, this particular piece. So rather than getting a piece that's symmetrical and having to remove a lot for the modern lookingness, just take one that's already a little bit off. That way I don't have to be removed too much to make a modern looking blade. And yes, I'm grinding it like crazy, because I've learned with this material, ouch, that was not good. With this material, it does not like delicate edges. It does not stand up to a strike. Some chert, I think this is raw, right? Some raw chert will stand up to strikes, even if it has a delicate edge. And those are the best rocks to knap. The ones that stand up to abuse, that have a delicate edge, because you can thin down the edge a lot with that type of rock, which creates a much better cutting edge. That's the whole purpose of these things, to create a cutting edge. Not to create something of beauty or artwork. It's to create a cutting edge. And an edge that can be resharpened. Stone dulls much more quickly than steel. What we're used to in the modern era. Did it do it? I'm hoping it did it. Ooh, what did it do? It didn't push all the way through. Or did it? Where's that piece? It'd be nice if I still had that one piece there so I can re-hit it to see if I can knock the rest of that off, because it looks like it's not fully detached. I still got some attachment there. I want to get rid of that. It'd be best just to re-hit that with the original flake. Let's see. I could be here all day. Already looked at that piece. Where is it? You guys can't see. Yeah, this is going to be a very long senior moment if I have to do this. Alright, let's just take a peek and see if it did it. Try to peel that off. Oh wait, I got a better idea. Let me try to... It's not fully detached. This is a critical time in this particular piece. Got an idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this against there. I'm going to strike this end. See if it'll push it all the way through. I should actually have a separate one of these. Maybe I do. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I might have a separate tool. If I do, I'll be so happy. Let's see. Yes, I do. I am so happy. Where is it? There it is. Alright, so what I'm going to do is put that there and hit this much shorter piece. Okay. It's cheating. I know it is. I know. Alright, ready? Hit it a little bit. Let's hit it a little bit harder. Didn't go. This is scary, right? Let's see. How about metal on metal? Let's make it even more scary. No, this way I don't have to hit it as hard. Because when I hit it really, really hard, it tends to do this. Anyway. Let's see if we can get it to go. Is it going? I don't know. Yeah, it's just riding up over the edge of that step. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna try the old-fashioned push method, even though I've dulled the front of that step fracture. I've already dulled it. It's gonna be hard to get in there and latch onto it, especially when I don't have my sander in front of me to sand this sharp. Did I know I was going to go through this? No, but I'm just showing you what happens when it's not a complete detachment. Just by coincidence, it's not a complete detachment. So I forced it. I got that section off. Now this next section, let's see. I'm going to try this piece again. The danger of trying these is this flake could dive into the piece. So I got to make sure I don't hit it really, really hard. I just want enough to tap it and get rid of it. Get rid of any burrs or weird things sticking out. Make it smooth so it makes nice contact with that face of that step fracture. Okay, ready? Yeah, it should make good contact, but I don't want it to hit too deeply. See, if I hit too much inward like this, it could dive. I want it just to barely hit the face of that step fracture. Yeah, right there. What am I doing here? I just want to make a good contact. And I don't want it to dig in like this too much. I don't want it to dig in. I want it to, go across. Okay, if it digs in, there's two dangers. if I hit it this way, one, it could snap right across there because I'm hitting downward and in, and it creates a bending like this. The other danger is if I hit too deep and it starts to remove way too much stone, it might dive in, and then I'm in big trouble. Or I could just take my pressure flaker and try to pop that off. One of the two. So it's I'll try to hit a weak spot. So I think that might be more productive than to try to leverage it off with a pressure flaker. All right. Yeah, it's too thick. How about on this side? A little bit weaker. Yeah. I did a little bit. I don't know if let's see. Yeah, I'm going to pressure flake it off. The reason why is I know I'm going to hit it too hard and break it. I don't think I can pressure break it. So I'm going to try it with pressure. I doubt that I'll be able to break it with this pressure flaking technique here, but with percussion, you never know. All right, here we go. I did dive a little bit. Dang it. I don't know if that was destined to dive or I did it. All right, so yeah. So I'm pushing in and kind of doing this number, just twisting the wrist a little bit just to pry it off. Why pry it off? Because pushing it a little too hard can cause it to dive in, and I think that's what I did on that side. Pushing it a little bit too hard. Okay, go back to percussion. Let's see if we can't clear some of that out. Make it smoother. I doubt that I'll be able to flatten it completely, but I can get it a little ways there. Yeah. I was going to take some bold flakes. Hold on. I got to prepare for these. I got to make this edge more regular. I'm going to send in 2 big flakes. Yeah, that's why I said these. I got to prepare for these 2 big flakes that I'm going to send in. At least 2. Maybe more. Might as well just go down the whole edge. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, might as well regularize a good part of the edge instead of just that one little area. Save a little bit of time to do more of the edge than just that little area. Since I'm already here, and I'm just working on just the very edge. I'm not trying to run long flakes. I just want to create a nice continuous platform that gives me more than one opportunity to send in some good flakes into that area, like right in through here. See where it's kind of raised up? Right in through there. Yeah, this is delicate stuff. If it's raw, it's extremely nice. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I like it when the platforms are really good. But, oh well. Why do I say that? It's because I think I tend to back off a little bit on the aggressiveness if the platforms are really nice, thinking that because the platforms are really good, I don't need to hit it. Oh, come on. That was supposed to skin over the top. At least a little bit. Oops. Yeah, see, I hit the front of that step and it wants to dive in. It stopped right there where I wanted to continue, and then I hit it and then it dove in. So it does not want to cooperate. This does not want to cooperate at all. Okay. Let's see if it did it. Did it do it? Oh, it got close. Now what should I do? Pressure flake that? Yeah, I probably should. Or I can run a long flake from the other side. I can try to run a long flake from the other side. So same procedure. Yeah, stretch, get a soda. Preferably one that doesn't contain any sugar or artificial sweetener, which means you're going to get soda water. And just relax while I prepare this edge for a continuous platform to run a couple flakes into that area. And not think about it too much. See if it did it. It did it. If I don't think about it too much, it can do it. Yeah. All right, so now it's just a matter of not messing with it. Just make a knife blade. I think it's thinned down enough. There's a little bugaboo and there's a little bit of inconsistencies there and there's a little bit of lumpiness. But I don't care. I'm going to work on the edge now. I'm going to do some more thinning flakes, but it's mainly edge prep. So that'll be nice working edge. Yeah, thin it down so it'll be a nice working edge. Because thin edges are easy to resharpen. And edges that don't have step fractures near them are easy to resharpen. You can have a step fracture in the middle where you're never going to get to it when you resharpen it. But step fractures near the edge, you don't want those because then you go right up against them. Eventually it'll sharpen down to, it'll wear down to where that step fracture is, and you don't want it there when you want to remove a flake. Although this one isn't too bad. Why isn't it too bad? Because it's not stepped parallel to the edge. It's a little bit off to the side, which makes it easier to remove. I can probably even run a pressure flake, but why strain yourself on a pressure flake when you can take a percussion flake with no strain at all? Did it do it? Yes. Okay. What else can I do here? Not too much. Not too much without messing with it a whole lot. I don't want to mess with it. Which means I don't want to do anything fancy. Because that's when you get into trouble. Why am I removing so much? Because I still got to remove some of this area. And I don't want it to look off. I want it to look... I want it to look nice. Okay. Yeah, a couple more. One or two more large flakes. Here we go. That wasn't too good. It was a large flake, but yeah. I'll have to send in a couple more that way too. So it wasn't too good because of the step fracture. It didn't fan out that way enough either. I thought it was going to go that way. So now I've got these little steps. But I think I'll have to take care of it on the next segment. Leave you guys in suspense until another 4 days goes by. Send in some flakes. See if I can do one real quick. It's dicey because I took a shortcut. Let's see. Did it do it? I think it did it. Alrighty. Okay.